Welcome to a journey like no other as we sail through the fascinating world of Earth's longest river. Have you ever pondered what it takes for a river to claim the title of the longest? It's not just about the miles it meanders, but also the sheer volume of water it carries and the life it supports along its course. When you think of a river, you might imagine a calm stream or a raging rapid, but the world's longest river is so much more. It's a life source, a transportation highway, a cradle of civilizations, and a reservoir of countless secrets. To measure its length, we don't just follow the river's main stem, but also consider its longest tributary. The criteria might seem simple, but it's a complex process that involves geographers, hydrologists, and a dash of debate. So buckle up as we begin our countdown with some lesser-known facts about this extraordinary river. The longest river on Earth needs no introduction, but did you know its name? It's a name that's echoed through the annals of history, a name that's synonymous with life, civilization, and mystery. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Nile. The Nile, a name derived from the Greek word Nilos, which means river valley. Its Arabic name, An-Nil, has a deeper meaning. It translates to the river. The Nile's identity, like its course, is deeply intertwined with the civilizations it has nurtured and the cultures it has influenced. From ancient Egyptian civilizations to the modern metropolises that line its banks, the Nile has always been more than just a river. It's a life-giving force, a cradle of civilization, and a testament to the relentless march of time. It's a name that carries the weight of history and the promise of the future. The Nile, a name that's as captivating as the river itself. The Nile, a river that's more than just a water body. This mighty river has been the lifeblood of civilization, a source of sustenance and survival for millions of people over countless generations. Picture this, a river flowing over 4,000 miles, touching lives across 11 countries, shaping landscapes and defining cultures. The Great Nile River, it's not just a river, it's an artery of life that pulses through the very heart of Africa. This river has watched empires rise and fall, has quenched the thirst of pharaohs, and has borne witness to the birth of civilization itself. From the ancient Egyptians who built their civilization around its fertile banks, to the contemporary societies that today depend on its waters for irrigation, power, and transportation, the Nile has always been a nurturing mother, a life giver. The Nile's fertile lands, enriched by its annual flooding, have provided the perfect environment for agriculture. For millennia, farmers have planted their crops along the river's banks, relying on its waters to yield bountiful harvests. It's a tradition that continues today, a testament to the river's enduring importance. But the Nile's gifts go beyond the material. It has been a muse for poets, a canvas for artists, a source of inspiration for countless generations. Its waters have been the setting for epic tales of love and war, of gods and pharaohs, of life and death. The Nile is also a highway, a conduit for trade and communication. Its waters have borne goods from the heart of Africa to the Mediterranean Sea, facilitating cultural exchange and economic growth. Its importance as a trade route has linked people and cultures, fostering understanding and cooperation among diverse societies. Its role in shaping Africa's history is undeniable, but the Nile's story is far from over. Today, it continues to be a vital resource, providing water for drinking and irrigation, generating electricity, enabling transportation, and supporting a rich diversity of wildlife. Indeed, the Nile is a life giver in the truest sense. Imagine a river that runs through 11 countries. Yes, you heard it right, 11 countries. The Nile, the longest river on our planet, embarks on an epic journey of over 4,000 miles, traversing through an incredibly diverse geographical landscape. Its course begins modestly in the highlands of Burundi, a small landlocked nation in East Africa. From there it flows northwards, meandering through Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda, enriching the lands with its life-giving water. As it continues its journey, the Nile enters South Sudan, marking the beginning of its longest stretch through any country. Here it forms the spectacular Sud, one of the world's largest wetlands, an ecological wonder teeming with unique flora and fauna. Moving further north, the river reaches Sudan, where it encounters its most significant tributary, the Blue Nile, at Khartoum. This confluence breathes a new vigor into the river, making it wider and more powerful. Crossing into Egypt, the Nile transforms from a mere river into a cradle of civilization. Here, it has shaped the course of history, sustaining ancient civilizations and inspiring timeless myths. The river's journey doesn't stop there. It continues to flow northwards, cutting through the arid Sahara Desert, creating a fertile green ribbon in stark contrast to the surrounding barren landscape. The Nile then reaches its ultimate destination, the Mediterranean Sea, after flowing through 11 countries, each with its own unique relationship with the river. Throughout its course, the Nile has been a silent witness to countless epochs of human history, from the dawn of civilization to the modern era. It has nourished lands, sustained wildlife, and inspired cultures. Its immense length and geographical diversity make it not just a river, but a lifeline for millions. From its humble beginnings in the highlands of Burundi to its majestic end in the Mediterranean Sea, the Nile is indeed a river of many nations. It is a testament to the Earth's geographical diversity and the interconnectedness of life. No doubt the Nile truly is a river of many nations. Like any ancient entity, the Nile holds secrets that are yet to be fully understood. It's not just a river, it's a chronicle threading through the fabric of time, carrying tales as old as civilization itself. Let's delve into the heart of some of these enigmas. For starters, the river's sources have intrigued explorers for centuries. The Nile has two main tributaries, the White Nile and the Blue Nile. The Blue Nile's source was discovered in the late 18th century in the Ethiopian highlands. However, the source of the elusive White Nile remained a mystery until the mid-20th century, when it was traced back to Lake Victoria. But here's the catch. Even today, the exact source of the White Nile is debated, with some attributing it to the Kagera River, which feeds into Lake Victoria. Now, let's shift our focus to the remarkable wildlife the Nile harbors. The river is home to a myriad of creatures, some of which are found nowhere else in the world. Take, for instance, the Nile crocodile, one of the largest crocodilian species. This apex predator has been a symbol of power and mystery since ancient Egyptian times. The river also supports a unique species of freshwater turtle, the Nile softshell, known for its smooth, leathery shell. But the secrets of the Nile aren't limited to its surface. Beneath its flowing currents, the riverbed is a treasure trove of archaeological finds. From the remnants of ancient civilizations to sunken monuments, the Nile's depths are a testament to eras long past. One could spend a lifetime studying the Nile and yet only scratch the surface of its mysteries. Each secret unraveled leads to another question, another enigma waiting to be discovered. The river is a living, breathing entity, constantly changing and revealing new aspects of its character. Unveiling the Nile's secrets, one could say, is like reading the pages of Earth's own diary. Every ripple, every creature, every grain of sand along its banks tells a story. And the Nile, in its timeless majesty, continues to flow, whispering its tales to those who dare to listen. And now for the fact that will truly blow your mind. Let's dive into something truly astonishing about the Nile. A fact so unbelievable that it challenges the norm and leaves us in awe of this river's unique charm. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nile, despite being the longest river on Earth, flows from south to north. Yes, you heard it right. While most of the world's major rivers choose the path of least resistance, flowing from higher altitudes in the north to the seas in the south, the Nile dares to be different. But why, you might ask, does the Nile flow in the opposite direction? It's a matter of geography and the Earth's rotation. You see, the Nile's source is in the highlands of East Africa, a region of higher altitude than the river's mouth in the low-lying Mediterranean Sea. And as water always flows downhill, the Nile naturally follows this path. Moreover, the Earth's rotation has a role to play. This phenomenon, called the Coriolis effect, causes moving objects, including rivers, to be deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere, and to the left in the southern hemisphere. However, this effect is minimal on the Nile due to its proximity to the equator. This south-to-north journey of the Nile is not just a geographical wonder, but it has also shaped the course of human history. Ancient civilizations, from the pharaohs of Egypt to the kingdoms of Sudan, developed along its banks, their existence and prosperity made possible by the Nile's life-giving waters. Isn't it fascinating? The Nile, in its defiance of norms, has become a symbol of endurance and uniqueness. It's a testament to the fact that nature, in all its glory, is full of surprises and continues to amaze us, often turning our perceptions upside down. Yes, the Nile, a river that defies norms and continues to captivate us with its uniqueness. The Nile's story is one of resilience, of a river that flows against the current quite literally, and in doing so continues to write a captivating tale that spans millennia.